Hey guys, happy evening. It's Taco Tuesday. I'm gonna scoot forward a little bit for you here, get a little bit better lighting. Can't see my eyes. Anyways, yesterday I was talking about the song that I was doing yesterday, which if you haven't seen, I really suggest you go check it out. And also, I suggest that you go watch the actual song done by the Spell Canvas. It's astounding. I love the acoustic. Okay, you know what? It's not Monday. It's not Music Monday anymore. It's Taco Tuesday. I'm not going to talk about yesterday because that's in the past. Today, I'm here to talk about school, which is I said I was going to talk about yesterday, but I ran out of time because I talked a lot more than I thought I would, and I could honestly talk all day about that song. Anyways, as some of you may know, or most of you by now probably, um, I'm back in school again. Um, and so far it's been pretty chill. It's nice to get out of the house. I'm really tired. Um, but it's nice to get out of the house. Um, and especially cuz I don't do much at school. Like I show up, I have history, and then I have English, and then I basically just chill for the rest of the day. Like I have drama. Really awesome class. I'm loving it. It's so fun and cool, and we're working on comedy right now. So the pieces, oh, they're hilarious, and I get to laugh and just kick back and watch people perform and listen to the critique and work on my acting, which I could use. Obviously, I could always work on my acting. Everyone can always work on everything. Um, so that's nice though. But then I'm taking a class online to catch up on some of my credits, and I haven't started it yet. But even when I do, like to do what I need to do, it'll probably be like one, maybe two lessons a day, and it'll take like 15 minutes because I it's just physical science because I have to take the second half of physical science again because I tested out of it in Colorado a couple years back, but because I'm in Florida now, they won't give me the full credit for it unless I take the actual class for a whole year. So I'm taking the second semester of it online, and I already know like all this stuff, so I'm just gonna like fly right through it. But it's during fourth hour, which is lunch hour. So like the way we do it, we have three lunches. We have A, B, and C lunch. Each one is half an hour long, and whichever lunch you are like, which if you have lunch, third lunch, C, which is what I have, you show up to class and then you're in class until third lunch. And if you have first lunch, then you go to lunch first, and then you go to class. If you have second lunch, then you go to class. Then you're in class for half an hour. Then you go to lunch, and then you come back to class for another half hour, which I had during chorus last year, which was just terrible. Like we'd get in the class, we had 80 people in the class too, so it was nuts. We'd get in, we eventually we would get people calmed down and ready to work, and we'd warm up. We do like maybe one run through the section of the song that we were working on, or maybe just run through the whole piece, and and then the lunch bell would ring. So we'd go out to lunch, and then we'd mess around, maybe scream at the top of your lungs if you sit at certain tables with people like people you may know, um, and you drink milk because that's what they serve you at school lunches is milk, and all the stuff that just isn't healthy for your voice to have right before you're singing. And then you do all that, and then you'd go back inside and you'd have to sing. So it wasn't always your best quality, and you'd get distracted because you're at lunch, and or maybe you got too tired and you'd fall asleep in chorus. I've had that happen too. I was like, dude, come on now. Our voices don't sound that angelic. So it was a mess. But this year, I have just a computer lab for like an hour, and so I sit there and I don't do anything. I talk to my friends, and that's about it. We talk, and we do stuff on the internet maybe, but that's about it. And then after that, I have chorus. I have concert chorus, which this year has 100 people. It's way better than last year though. The people are like way more mature and just ready to work and actually do their stuff and not just scream the whole time, which is amazing. Um, so I'm really enjoying being back in that. And then next I have chorus again. I have chamber chorus. Um, and I wanted to be in it last year. I don't remember why I wasn't, but no, it's so fun though. I love it, and it's nice, and to hear the different voices, and like every single class period when I'm in chorus, or like anytime I'm singing at all, because I don't know, I always just like get super like, am I singing this right? Am I doing the right part? Do I sound good? I'm always like freaking out about my voice, and I don't know why I'm so insecure about my voice. So many people will be like, "Oh, dude, you got an amazing voice, yada yada," like, love your voice, yeah, you nailed that. And the whole time I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm doing this all wrong. I feel like I'm not doing it right, and I suck," a lot of the times. And I know that I'm a good singer. I'm better than average. Um, but that's because I've studied my stuff and I know how to control my voice. That, and I have a range from like way low bottom bass that some bottom bass people can't even hit, um, unless they're trained for that. Then I can't touch those guys. Still, they can still go like a couple notes below me. But all the way from bottom bass, what is my mouth? Bottom bass in my chest voice, and I'm a tenor one, which is where I sing comfortably. That's what my voice part is, tenor one. To that, and then I can use my falsetto to even jump even into the alto and soprano notes. So like I have this ginormous range, and I know how to control my voice and what's healthy and how to push it and how to warm it up and what's too far from my voice and how to be able to take it and eventually get to where I can sing that higher pitch. So I'm good in that aspect, but for like sounding good or like doing the song right, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. It drives me nuts. Anyways, but then I have JROTC with Colonel, and dude, Colonel's really chill. Like, and the setting of the class it's not as tense as First Sergeant class, and I love First Sergeant. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't know because I thought I might have First Sergeant again if I went back into ROTC, and I was like, I don't know, man. Like, to go through my day and then like at the very end of the day have that tense of a class when I'm like just going to school just to hang out and not really to do grades or anything. I don't know if I want to deal with that, especially if I'm going to be getting a job here soon. And if I do ROTC, I'm going to want to join all the teams and do all the extra stuff. And then so I have the 10th class and all the extra stuff and then the job. And like, I don't know if I want that. But I got Colonel's class and it's actually really chillax and like cool. And then I still get to see First Sergeant and work with First Sergeant and some of the extra teams that I might do. So it's a good balance. And I love it. I actually went over First Sergeant's rooms today, and he was like, "Hey, Burns," he was happy to see me, and I was like, "Oh yeah, rock on." First Sergeant, but I went over to talk to him about getting my uniform reissued, so I can wear uniform when we're supposed to. And he was like, "Oh, you're back in ROTC?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm back in ROTC." He was all excited. It was nice to see that. I was like, "Yeah, First Sergeant likes me." Like he didn't even say nothing about my lip rings or my earrings because I didn't have these before. He was just like, "Oh, you're back in ROTC, awesome." I was like, "Yeah, woo!" So that was really cool. So being in school, it's not too bad. I'm at my lunch table. I got some pretty cool friends. Um, they're cool. There's one guy. Oh man, I can't. I like. He's such a cool guy, but there's so many things about him that I can't stand. Like he wears mismatched shoes, okay, which drives me nuts, right? Like, and it's like my shoes they're not the same exact thing on both pairs, like on both my feet. They don't look exactly the same, like in a mirror, but they're from the same set of shoes. Whereas this guy, like, he obviously wears mismatched shoes, but they're not just shoes. They're Crocs, okay? They're Crocs. Mismatched Crocs with socks. And then not even socks, socks that go up till halfway up his shin, which I don't mind. I wear knee-high socks. I wear tube socks, but I wear it with pants, man. This guy doesn't like pants. He screamed out like the second day I was at lunch. He was like, if you give me jeans, I will turn them into jorts. And I was like, oh my God. So he wears ankle sock, or not ankle, shin socks with mismatched Crocs and shorts. But then he's also got a long sleeve shirt on. And it's like, dude, what are you doing with your life? You're too cool to be that bad. You know, turn your life around. You need to have talk. Do you need to talk to somebody? I mean, what can I do to help? Because for real, Jack, I don't understand, man. And then he doesn't like Green Day, which just I've had some serious fights about people not liking Green Day before. So all that on top of not liking Green Day, it's like in my heart to hate this guy. But he's a really cool guy, and he's funny, and he's chill, and it's like, man, what are you doing? Stop it. No, and then I got my friend RY with a little A. That's an inside joke. And then Cat. Let's see if I can name everyone. Aaron, Malik. It's actually Mackay, but I call him Malik. Michael, Brett. Let's see who else. Eli occasionally shows up. Gio. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, Max occasionally shows up. Yeah, no, really cool lunch table though. They're all really cool kids, and a couple of them are freshmen. I got some freshmen again. I love having freshmen. I still got my freshmen from last year. Actually, when I was coming back to school, I wasn't in JROTC at first, and one of my privates from last year, I was her sergeant, and she forgot my last name. And I was like, oh, really? You're going to forget your sergeant's name. She's actually a second lieutenant now, which awesome. Trinity Green, you're awesome. I'm super proud of you. Proud to call you one of my privates. But she forgot my last name. So as a civilian, I made her drop and give me 20. It was pretty awesome because she respects me. And she forgot my name. She forgot her sergeant's name. You don't do that. That is wrong. No, but it's really cool. It's fun to be back at school, see all the people, get out of the house, away from these crazy people that you probably hear having a Nerf war right now. Because we do that around here. We have Nerf wars. We actually had wow, I'm way over time. I'm not going to be able to post this on Facebook. I'll post this in 2 videos. No, we had the cops show up at our house for a Nerf war we had once, though. Anyways, I'm going to stop talking now because I'm at 13 minutes. Already gonna have to split this into 2 videos. It's gonna be fun to find where to break it off and do the editing and then upload both videos again. And anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. It probably wasn't that fun. I was just talking about school, which you probably don't want to hear about. But hope you enjoyed it. Share it with a friend. I really would love a like. If you have anything to tell, like anything to tell me at all, just drop it in the comments. Any suggestions of what to talk about. I will be doing it this Friday for Freaky Friday, so come back for that, and next Monday obviously, and then Tuesday, and then Friday and Monday, and Tuesday and Friday and Monday and Tuesday, and you get the point. Anyways, I hope you have a great night, great rest of the week, and a great year, because it's already a new year, and it's just crazy. I can't even believe it.